Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. I was amusing myself yesterday. I had a couple tabs open of this one particular YouTuber. He's You Can't See Me Gamer. He does Empyrean, well, I mean, he does a lot of stuff. What I'm watching right now is his Empyrean series of Let's Plays. He's onto the experimental stuff. But I just noticed that when I played 3 of his videos, just tap, 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 it was like his intro was almost exactly the same. Each time it was like, oh, I can't even remember what he says, you know, but it's, hey, you know, you can't see me gamer here. And then I was like, huh, because I started paying attention to that, because it's like there's this other fellow who does like Fallout videos. And his username is like MZK, or his channel name is MZK. But he always follows through with this one thing he says, except he pushes on this one. He'll stress today. He goes, well, it's Kimbu here, and today we're going to be doing this. And he's really, as he goes on, he stressed the today more and more and more. And it's amusing, but hard to watch, that particular one, because it's like as soon as I hear the today, it's like click, and then I'm on to the next video. So, but it's amusing, and so I try to shake mine up a little bit every once in a while by having fibro and forgetting what my intro is. So that's a plus. But I do try to shake it up periodically with like, I'm trying not to be binary, or oh, I only say this. So it's not exactly the same all the time. In this bin cage next to me, I had to be sneaky. I'm Mama Squeak. I had to be sneaky because Mama Squeak's actual cage here, her bin cage, is at the bottom of a stack. And I took a shower this morning and I'm really tired and exhausted and sore. So all I did was, and this is kind of funny, it makes me laugh, I used my, except she's not all that healthy. I don't know what's going on. See that spot of blood that's from my hand? She's bleeding vaginally. I picked her up this morning and she's bleeding, and yeah, now I've got hamster vaginal blood on my hand, but she's bleeding and I don't know what's wrong or why, and yeah, I'm gonna have like hamster vaginal blood on my hand until the video's over. Isn't that nice? Except, I mean, she could have anything. It could be, she could have a tumor on an ovary. She could have anything horrible. She seems to be healthy. It's just that she's bleeding a little bit this morning, and it makes me sad because I don't know what's wrong. She seems to be in good shape. She's wandering. You saw how busy she was. She's very active, so it's not like she's like dying. She's digging through the cage and doing all sorts of stuff, and she was running on a wheel earlier. So whatever's happening, she's had it happen before. It could be just her time of the week, because hamster's menstrual cycle is a 4-day thing, every 4 days. And so it could be this is just as she gets older now and her reproductive system is shutting down, stuff like that can happen. So I don't know. Don't worry, I'm gonna wash my hand as soon as this is all done. It's just a spot of blood, and when you deal with pets and stuff, you get used to all sorts of vile things. I mean, if you're a dog owner, periodically, if you ever have, you probably should. You need to express your dog's anal glands. Yeah, they got anal glands and they can get impacted, so you gotta get in there and squeeze them to make sure that their anal glands are working properly. And yeah, it's right there on your dog's butthole. So thumbs up. If you're a pet owner, you get used to doing some pretty gross stuff to keeping your pets going. And right now, well, I'm gonna wash my hand as soon as I'm done, because I've got 2 spots of hamster vaginal blood on there. I mean, it's just blood. I worked in healthcare as a nurse's aide for 15 years, though my last 2 approximately were not as good. That's when I broke my back, and the company that I was working for was really, really good. Their official policy was you had 1 month of light duty, and if you couldn't get better in that 1 month, they would have to let you go. They kept me on for a full year working light duty. And so I have no complaints about the fact that they finally let me go after that year. They said, you've been to all this stuff, are things getting better? And it's just, I had to tell them I've got all the stuff saying, no, it's not getting better. I can barely walk. They had to let me go. So I haven't worked since like 2003, 2004, 2005, something around in there. It's like June 5th, 2003 is when I hurt myself. And so it's been, ever since then, I've been either on pain control medication or nearly bedridden / chair ridden. So, yay. One of the things that I am taking now, and I'm not sure where I put them, I was going to show, I'm on 2 new medications after talking to my doctor before. One of them is vitamin D. Nothing wrong with that, it's just I'm low on vitamin D. And also, I'm taking now something called duloxetine. It's the brand name is Cymbalta. And I've mentioned this before, how there's labeled use, which Cymbalta is an antidepressant, but there's also off-label use that has been officially recognized by the medical groups and the government, that they say, you know, it's okay because it also helps for pain. So you can prescribe it for pain if you're not a psychiatrist, because normally you'd have to be a psychiatrist to do that. But it also works for pain, an off-label use. And so the VA is providing me with Cymbalta, generic Cymbalta, duloxetine, and I was on it before, like 10 some odd years ago or more, back around like 2005 or 2006, and it was working pretty good. I don't like being on a ton of chemicals anymore. I've managed to cut myself down to very, very few meds, and I like that, but now I'm adding the duloxetine back on top of that, so if it works, that's a good thing. I take 1 pill every day for a week, and then I take 2 pills a day after that. And it worked before. It was really good for pain. So, yeah, cutting out the methadone, all opiates, because opiates are really bad for your cardiac system. And I have cardiac issues as it is because I fall asleep and then I stop breathing. You know, so if I'm sitting here in this chair and I fall asleep, that's bad because I'm not wearing my sleep mask and I just stop breathing. I have woke up with horrible headaches, my head ringing like a bell because I stopped breathing here. And finally, the desperate attempts to wake up finally woke me up and I started breathing again. Oh, it's not good. That's I keep harping on Carrie Fisher and how she died at 66 because she fell asleep during a nap. Well, of course, I mean, it was a nap. She fell asleep on an airplane ride and died from her sleep apnea, had a heart attack. And it's like, yeah, she had drug use and drug abuse beforehand. Maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. I've been on opiates for 10 years. It does cardiac damage. I gotta be really freaking careful. I don't want to have a heart attack. That would suck. I want to live like a long time, which is one of the reasons I'm so worried about my upcoming ultrasound. I'm not worried about the ultrasound. I'm worried about what's going on in my body. I'm not too horribly worried about what's going on here. I've had bowel issues, and as long as it's not liver cancer or bowel cancer, I'm fine. And there are 1,001, 1,000,001 different things that could be causing my issues up here in my abdomen. They could be damn near anything. Even just simple gas pains, because I can feel the pain of gas traveling through my entire lower intestine at times. It goes across my upper body and then down my abdomen, and then across again so they can get to the exit point. So it's fun. So it could be simple and nothing. And then of course I'm still worried about testicular cancer. I mean, testicular cancer is a young man's game. It's something that your greatest risk is when you're in your 19s and 20s, and then as you get older, the risk goes down. Well, maybe it's not liver. I keep coming back to that one. Maybe it's not testicular cancer, but I still got something not good going on down there. And I'm sorry about the whole TMI thing, but I'm really freaking worried about this, where my right testicle is swollen, and there's a whole bunch of extra tissue down there that's been cropping up, and so it's like, boy, I hope whatever's going on is easily treated with antibiotics or maybe just minor surgery. Something where I don't have to start counting off my lifespan in months instead of years. I mean, none of us knows how long we're going to live. Any one of us could die just crossing the street. I keep bringing this one up, but back in the mid-80s, Falco, the rock star who sang the song, you know, Rock Me Amadeus, if you've ever heard that or any of the remixes for Rock Me Amadeus. And he did some great stuff. I bought one of his original albums, all in German, of course, but that was back when I was in Germany and could speak and almost think in German. And so I still like his stuff. And some of his songs, even though they were in German, were extremely powerful if you understood German, of course, but they were really, really good. And then he was just crossing the street one day and bam! Hit by a bus. Dead. Wow. I mean, that's rough. That can happen to any single one of us. That's why I joke about, you know, the death bus and getting hit by a bus, or if I say, oh, you know, there might be a bus on the elevator. You know, you're going to the restroom on the 15th floor and you hear a bus down the hall. You know, that's why I say all this jokey stuff about the death bus, is because people get hit and killed by buses. It doesn't matter if you're famous, unfamous, or rich, young, old, poor. You walk in front of a bus and you're dead. So, thumbs up? My life, on that other hand, has been going okay since yesterday, aside from the sleeping. I slept all day yesterday. Yeah, in fact, I wanted to apologize for that. I slept all day yesterday. It was awful. I mean, awful in that I didn't have my sleep mask on. So that part was awful. But after I did my vlog in the morning, everything was great. And then I started falling asleep right around noon. And then I'd wake up and then I'd go off to do something and fall asleep. And then finally it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and I went, I got to get something done. And I managed to get a video done right around in that time, maybe around anywhere from the 5 to 8 o'clock. But I kept falling asleep afterward. In fact, I was asleep when the thing finished rendering. And so I finally uploaded and went, this is crazy. I got to go to bed. And so I just went to bed last night around 11 o'clock and oy vey. So I've been exhausted this morning. I got up and took a shower. I had to take a shower. And I have like 15 to 20 spoons to spend daily. I got more than most people who have chronic issues, but I've got only about a fourth or a fifth of as many spoons as anybody without chronic issues has. And taking a shower is a good 3-spoon day. 3-spoon day? 3-spoon activity. So I'm exhausted right now, which means I got my caffeine, my new caffeine tablets. Well, that's what I wanted to do. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to do this one thing. Just show off one thing, because I'm sorry, I forgot. I have gotten a fair number of things off my wish list. I put this in a game video. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much. This is the type. It's the Brita, because it's got the water filter in it. And not only did this person send me this, but also I think it was TJ Simmons. I think. Thank you so very, very much. But a couple filter replacements. So awesome, because the water here in Shelton is so terrible. So this makes it actually drinkable. Thank you so very, very much. This is really, really cool. It's you have to put suction because you're sucking the water through the filter, but that's awesome. It takes out a good 99% of the nasty, oily chemical feel that Shelton water has. Thank you so much. A very good thing. There were a couple other things that I have been sent, like a couple of the filters for that, and there was something else, I can't remember what. But it's all an input off to the side, so tomorrow, definitely. Thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate. That blew out of my head entirely what I was going to talk about. I have no brain. I mean, I do. But I am easily distracted. What on earth was I going to say? I have no idea, and I'm sorry. But one thing I am going to do, because I forgot to do it, of course, is I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and then I'm bonking my fingers up against my pop shield, so I'm moving my microphone. Sorry about that. It's always noisy when I do that. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab right now so I can thank 20 to 25 people. Now, I'm not reading the comments right now. I am just answering the comments. I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. So whether it was a good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment, I've got to get shades up there in that window. I don't actually have shades. I got to like tape shade curtains to the curtain rod, and then that'll work. But I got to get curtains up there. It hurts my eyes when it shines in. But it's I'm not gonna, if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and I've already said I don't read them, and I think that's about it. I forget everything that I normally say on this, so thumbs up. So here we go. It is Samuel L's PJs. Thank you very, very much. And Maggie Garner, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you very much. Vox Neheli 281, I think. Thank you very, very much. And Ismail Bethencourt, I sure hope I'm close. I can't really see, so, but thank you very, very much. And Gustavo Arzaga, thank you very, very much. Carlos Montenegro, greatly appreciated. Gal Takes Off, I think. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Giorgio Black is 2001, thumbs up. Iceberg 6901, thumbs up and thank you. Shockwave, greatly appreciated. Luke Lane, thumbs up. Kathy Kitscat, son of a gun. ASMR Toby, greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, always good to see you in the comments, thumbs up and thank you. Mimi, or was that just 10? Yeah, I think so. What's that? I can't remember where I was. I'm gonna call it this, 16, so. Raw Soldier, thumbs up and thank you. Art the Warrior, greatly appreciated. King of Rivia, son of a gun. Nicholas Pacat, thumbs up and thank you. Will Patton, greatly appreciated. And Bussar, I think. And The Wolf, 938, thumbs up and thank you. Adnap, greatly appreciated. And Rob Drop, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you, greatly appreciated. It is a very good thing. You get me out of my head into the real world. And that's a very good thing. Thumbs up, greatly appreciated. It's getting better. The landscape behind my eyes. It will never be perfect. I will always be depressed. I'll always have bipolar disorder, but I'm hopefully going to get back on meds for those, and so level those problems out. With my depression caused by the death of my wife, I am recovering. The depression caused by the death of my mother and my father being in the hospital, time plus pain equals healing. I mean, I've got to get over it, don't I? And I will. We all do. It happens to each and every one of us. And then we join the line, and then we say goodbye. So, thumbs up on that. If you could check out my links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. That would be awesome if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron. That would be truly, truly cool. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very, very. Can't speak English this morning, but hopefully you understood what I meant. I do have an Amazon wish list. My thanks to everybody. My thanks to everybody who has been purchasing things off that list. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. I am also partnered with Humble Bundle, so if you use that link to go purchase something from them, I've got the threshold set at about like $50, so if people buy enough stuff that it breaks the $50 threshold, they'll pay me for it. I haven't gotten a thing yet, so nobody's bought enough. If you could do that, that would be awesome. They donate to charity with each purchase, and you can determine how much you want to send to charity or how much you want to have kicked back to me. So, thumbs up. They're a good service. I use them, and I like the fact they give to charity. That's awesome. But hey, thumbs up. If you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And yes, I talk with my hands. I keep saying that at the end of each one, but it's true because I'm just insane the way I go into semaphore. Thumbs up for that. If I can, I'm going to have a reaction video today. Otherwise, I'm going to shoot for a game video for this channel, game video for my game channel. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration every single day. It is appreciated.